Take out your Cam Jansen, The Mystery of the Dinosaur Bones book. We're going to turn to chapter 3. So remember, chapter 1, they're at the museum. They're told they can't use cameras there. But Cam has a mental camera. She has a photographic memory where she says click, and she can remember everything from that picture when she closes her eyes. So then they're going through the dinosaur exhibit, and in the Coelophysis dinosaur, they notice there are 3 of the dinosaur bones missing. Okay, and that's where we left off. Let's keep reading. Don't forget to have your chapter 3 worksheet out so we can answer that right after we're done. Chapter 3. Cam raised her hand and tried to get the museum guide's attention, but Miss Tyler looked past her. The guide pointed to a boy wearing a suit and a bow tie. You have a question. I want to know why they are called dinosaurs. Miss Tyler smiled. The name dinosaur comes from 2 words, dino, which means terrible, and saur, which means lizard. So when we call them dinosaurs, we are really calling them terrible lizards. What did dinosaurs eat? Another boy asked. Some ate meat, some ate plants, and some ate the eggs of other dinosaurs. Then the guide looked at Cam. She smiled. It seems that the red-haired girl, the one who says click, has a question. What happened to the tail? Cam asked. The last time I was here, it had 3 more bones. They were right here. Cam pointed to the part of the tail near the hip. Farther down, there were bones that hung down from the tail like ribs. Where Cam pointed, there weren't any bones. There's nothing missing on this dinosaur, the guide said quickly. Now, are there any other questions? But there are some bones missing. I've been here before, and I'm here every day, and this skeleton looks the same as it always does. The guide answered a few other questions. Then she told Miss Benson that the tour was finished, and she walked away. Miss Benson was a short woman. She stood on her toes so the whole class could see her. It's still early, Miss Benson said. You have an hour to go through the museum by yourselves. At 2:30, all of you must be in the front lobby. If you don't have a watch, please stay near someone who does. Let's go to the gift shop, Eric said to Cam. I want to buy presents for my twin sisters and my brother Howie. In the gift shop, there were shelves of books and racks of postcards. Kits to make airplane models and models of dinosaurs were piled on a table with toys and games. All I have is $1, Eric said. I hope I can find something. While Eric looked around, Cam opened a big book called Dinosaurs. There was a whole page on the Coelophysis, but there was no illustration of its skeleton. The book told about how the Coelophysis hunted for food and how it might have looked, but it did not say how many bones the Coelophysis had in its tail. Look what I bought for the twins, Eric said a few minutes later. He reached into a bag and took out 2 small whistles, each in the shape of a brachiosaurus. Cam took one of the whistles and blew into it. It was a dog whistle. It made a sound dogs could hear clearly, but Cam and Eric could hardly hear it. These whistles are for calling dogs, Cam said. Why did you buy them? Your family doesn't have a dog. I know, but these whistles are also toy dinosaurs, and they're just 29 cents each. Everything else costs too much. Eric reached into the bag again and took out 2 postcards. Look at these, he said. This one is for Howie. It was a picture of a hot air balloon. And this one is for me. The second postcard had a picture of the Coelophysis skeleton. Let me see that, Cam said. Cam looked at the postcard carefully. Then she closed her eyes and said, click. This is it, she said, waving the postcard. This is the way the skeleton looked when I saw it the last time I was here. Let's go to the dinosaur room. You'll see, some bones are missing. Cam and Eric quickly walked through the museum. All right, Cam said when they stood in front of the Coelophysis skeleton. You count the bones hanging from the tail of the skeleton. I'll count the ones on the postcard. Cam counted the bones on the postcard a few times. Then she said, I counted 34 on the tail. How many did you count? 31. How many would that mean we're missing? 31, 32, 33, 34. So 3 bones are missing. All right, let's turn to your worksheet packet. The first question, how does Miss Tyler act when Cam tells her that 3 bones are missing from the Coelophysis skeleton? Let's go back. So here it is. Here's how Cam says what happened to the tail, Cam asked. She says, the last time I was here, it had 3 more bones. They were right here. Cam pointed to where there weren't any bones. Now here's where the guide talks. There's nothing missing on this dinosaur, the guide said quickly. Now, are there any other questions? So she says it looks the same as it always does. If somebody told you something was missing, wouldn't you want to look at it first to make sure? She kind of got very defensive, right? So how does she act when Cam tells her that 3 bones are missing from the Coelophysis skeleton? She tries to, so let's write Miss Tyler. Tries to change the subject. She tries to move on, doesn't she? She doesn't want to keep talking about the dinosaur bones anymore. She gets kind of nervous, if you can't tell. The second one, what does Eric buy for his brothers and sisters at the gift shop? Okay, so what were the 2 things that he bought for his twin siblings, and what did he buy for Howie? Okay, so there should be 3 things that you're listing for the second one. The third question, how does Cam find out that she is right about the skeleton? At the end, what does she do? Okay, so Cam uses Eric's what? What does she look at? Eric's postcard to count the dinosaurs bones. She finds what? 3 are missing. So she looks at the postcard, and what does Eric look at? He looks at the actual Coelophysis dinosaur's tail. How many bones should there be in the Coelophysis tail? How many are there? You should write 2 numbers there. And if you can't remember, it's right at the end of chapter 3. Okay? I'm going to go back. Remember, you can pause this at any time if you need to go back in the story to look.